approved the law, and understand that applies to you. See, in the academy, we talked news long ago how they were looking to set up a high council from Israel, which would really dovetail the EU, having what? A high court for a one world judicial system, a parliament to do what? You got it, to govern the world. Israel's parliament approved a law this week that will allow the personal information of people who chose not to get the jab to be shared with local and national authorities for the next 3 months. Now, I'm not going to read the whole article, but I'm going to let you understand what's going on here. Because this started before 2020. Years ago, I got on the street and we had a teaching called Path to the Mark. Systematic false flags, governmental false flags, international false flags that will lead to what? Breaking the world's citizens to a degree where they will acquiesce and receive the mark of the beast, according to Bible prophecy. September 11, 2001, boom, planes hit the building. Oh, Al-Qaeda. Where did Al-Qaeda go? Boom, Al-Qaeda disappeared. Al-Qaeda is Corona. A new way to demonize and turn a person into a suspect. The fearful is not going to make it through this. So we're going to lay the groundwork for the righteous, the people of the kingdom. And I'm going to show you, according to Christ's own words, what he wrote to the church concerning all of this. Either you're directed from above or you are being directed from below. Choose your God. Choose your director. I've already done so. I'm not trying to hear from the surface the nervousness and the fearful who would dictate the position the Most High have given me to finish. Neither should you. If you believe any of it, listen to me. If you believe any of it, you'll fall for all of it. So we're going to break down what this is today. Keep in mind, they shut the whole thing down, folks. The whole thing down. For a whole year, for a reset, setting up the mark of the beast so that if you were to see Earth from a satellite view, every place where the corporate Satanists, all their industry and everything they own, if you were to look at it from a bird's eye view like an eagle, what you'll see? You'll see the whole earth marked 6 feet apart. You know what you will see from one end of the earth to the next? 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. The path to the mark. If you were to see this from a bird's eye view, go into one store, they'll have marking 6, 6, 6, 6. Social distancing. Should I stay 7 feet apart? No, 6 feet apart. What about 8 feet apart? No, 6 feet apart. What about 5 feet apart? No, COVID will only affect you if you're outside of the 6. 666. So the esoteric satanic leaders worshiping their God is saying, here it is, the whole earth is prepared on the path. They're lined up, 666, ready for the mark. So, I'm going about life like I'm supposed to. Circle. Listen, I'm in line. And I see some people affluent, as if they got it together, looking for the circle. Folks, we're going to show you according to God what this is, because they didn't open anything up, lawyer. They kept everything closed. And all of a sudden, it was convenient for Valentine's Day to start opening things up. The business that couldn't open the day before, due to the threat of COVID, all of a sudden was open to worship one of their gods on one of their holy days. They're going to slowly open things up. This place, Texas, next Wednesday, can go without a mask. And remember I told y'all, sometimes I say it, I'm like, and I say it all the time, I sure wish the news will tell people it's okay to go outside. Because that's become the voice, not the voice that's been calling us from the beginning, that's been directing us through this from the beginning. That have been the voice. And people look at me like I'm crazy, or hold up, how can you be like this? You got to consider some of it. You got to do it. Nah. This is not how we got here. And this is not how the gathering of Christ Church came to be. This church was built on faith. If the Most High said, go somewhere and go do it. No money, no nothing. Get on a plane and go. Guess what? We were there. All around the earth. And man, I have stories that you would never believe. We've been guided through faith from the beginning. And that, guess what? And that will never change.